Everyone told Nicole the same thing. That kitten is too small, too weak. He will never make it. Pick one of the others. Nicole looked at the tiny black kitten in the corner of the litter, the one nobody else was reaching for, the one sitting quietly by himself like he had already accepted that he was not going to be chosen. She picked him up. He fit in one hand. She named him on the drive home. That was 3 years ago, and the cat that everyone said would never make it now takes up more space on the couch than Nicole does. Nicole Pierce had always been a cat person in theory. In practice, she had never actually owned one. She lived alone in a house in Oregon with 2 spare bedrooms, a garden that got too much rain, and a habit of watching cat videos at night that she had never fully explained to anyone. She was 34 years old and had been thinking about getting a cat for approximately 2 years without doing anything about it. Then her coworker's Maine Coon had a litter, and Nicole went to look, just to look, and came home with the smallest one in the box. He was not what anyone would have chosen. The other kittens were round and fluffy and climbing over each other with the confident energy of animals who know they're going to be fine. This one was in the corner, smaller than the rest, darker, sitting very still with his eyes half closed like he was conserving energy for something important. Nicole's coworker said, "Are you sure? That one is the runt. He's going to be the smallest of the litter." Nicole said, "I am sure." She put him in the carrier, drove home, and introduced him to a house that had been quiet for a long time. She named him Oliver. It took her approximately 4 minutes to decide on the name, and she has never once questioned it. The first week, Oliver slept inside Nicole's sweatshirt pocket, not because she put him there, because he climbed in and refused to leave. He weighed less than a pound. He made a sound when he was hungry that was less a meow and more a very small formal complaint. Nicole set alarms every 4 hours to feed him. She rearranged her work schedule around his nap times. She bought 6 different kinds of kitten food before she found one he approved of. Her friend Dana said, "Nicole, it is a cat, not a newborn." Nicole said, "He has preferences." Dana said, "You are describing a cat." Nicole said, "I am describing Oliver. There is a difference." She was not wrong. Maine Coons are the largest domestic cat breed in the world. They grow slowly, reaching full size between 3 and 5 years old, and males can weigh anywhere from 13 to 25 pounds. What nobody tells you when you bring home a Maine Coon kitten is that there is a period, somewhere around month 8, where you look at your cat and realize that the math is going to be significant. Oliver hit 4 pounds at 3 months, 7 pounds at 5 months, 11 pounds at 8 months. Nicole started taking monthly photos just to document what was happening. Her coworker, the one who had called him the runt, looked at the 6-month photo and said nothing for a very long time. Oliver did not grow into his size so much as he grew into his personality, and the size simply followed. By year 1, he had established several important household rules. The left side of the couch was his. The windowsill above the kitchen sink was his. The exact center of Nicole's bed was his, which left Nicole a strip on each side that she navigated carefully every night and never complained about. He had a specific chair in the living room that he used for what Nicole came to call his thinking time, a period of 20 to 40 minutes each evening where he sat upright and looked at the middle distance with the focused expression of someone working through a complex problem. Dana came to visit in month 10. Dana, who had said, "It is just a cat." She walked through the door, looked at Oliver, and Oliver looked at her with the slow, evaluating gaze of someone deciding whether a person is worth his time. He determined that she was. He walked over, sat down directly in front of her, and placed one large paw on her knee. Dana looked at Nicole. Nicole said nothing. Dana sat down on the floor and did not get up for an hour. At some point, Oliver climbed fully into her lap, all 18 pounds of him, and Dana did not complain once. She now asks about Oliver before she asks about Nicole. Nicole has accepted this completely. You are still here, but you have not subscribed yet? That genuinely surprises me. Hit subscribe. You will want to see where this goes. Year 2, Nicole had a difficult winter, the kind that settles into a house and stays. Oliver, who had never been a lap cat, who had always preferred to be near rather than on, changed his routine completely during those months. Every evening without fail, he would climb onto the couch, turn in a slow circle, and lower his entire 18-pound body onto Nicole's legs. He purred at a volume that Nicole's downstairs neighbor once asked about. He stayed until she fell asleep. He was there when she woke up. Some mornings, she would lie still for an extra 20 minutes just to not disturb him. She did not fully understand what he was doing. She understood that it was working. He did not do this before that winter. He has not stopped since. Her mother visited in spring. Her mother had been skeptical from the beginning. Too much fur, too much food, too much cat. She walked into the living room, saw Oliver stretched across the couch in a patch of afternoon sun, all 4 feet extending off the edge in different directions, and stood very still for a moment. Then she sat down next to him. Oliver opened one eye, assessed the situation, and began to purr. He did not move for 2 hours, neither did she. Nicole made tea and left them alone. Nicole's mother stayed 3 extra days. On the last morning, she sat with Oliver in the kitchen while Nicole packed her bag, and Nicole could hear her mother talking to him in a low voice, like they were finishing a conversation they had started. She has not mentioned the fur since. Stories like this deserve to be told. If something just shifted in your chest, you are not alone. Oliver is 3 years old now. He weighs 19 pounds and is still, according to the vet, not fully grown. He takes up the left side of the couch, the center of the bed, the windowsill, and a very specific patch of floor in the hallway that Nicole steps around every morning without thinking about it anymore. The house is not quiet. It has not been quiet since he came home. Nicole still has the photo from the first week. Oliver in her palm, eyes half closed, conserving energy. She looks at it sometimes when he is taking up 2/3 of the bed and making it impossible for her to find a comfortable position. And she thinks about the corner of the litter box and the small formal complaint and the question her coworker asked, "Are you sure?" She was sure. She is still sure. She will always be sure. Because sometimes the smallest one in the room is saving all of it for you. And sometimes the cat nobody else reaches for is the one who was waiting for exactly the right person to look in the right corner at the right moment. And sometimes that person almost walked past too. Almost. If you are thinking about adding a cat to your life, do not overlook the quiet ones, the ones sitting still while everyone else is climbing. Learn what they need, give them your patience, and do not let size or lack of it make the decision for you. Did Nicole make the right call picking the smallest one? Or did Oliver make the decision for her the moment he sat in that corner? Tell me in the comments.